So another story really broke our hearts. Very, very painful story of a Nigerian lady who was arrested for brutalizing her house help in Akure. This woman stabbed this child. We don't even know what she used to stab her, but the boy had cuts all over him. Another story we took in the papers for somebody, and the reason why she stabbed him was because he stole meat from her pot. I saw the video. We can't show it on TV. It is heartbreaking. There's no human being that will see that video and not break down. This little child was cut up, all his hands, his body, and his legs.
Why?
He stole meat.
Because
many of us have house helps.
We took meat.
Slap. Anyhow. All of us, we do it. Cruel-minded human beings. Who says it's because of poverty? Who says it's because of economic hardship? Who says it's because of Buhari? Who says it's because of Nigeria? What exactly is our problem? That is really the crux of our conversation. What exactly is our problem, BC?
A lot of us are mad, though. We're just wearing clothes. That's just the conclusion I came to. We are all mad people. Some people are still managing to wear clothes. But how do we find solution in the midst of the madness? How do you allow anger? Because it comes from a place of anger. When that anger is brewing and you haven't mastered the act of managing your anger and controlling your impulses when you're angry, and you feel like somebody is beneath you, I can do and undo with this person, because no matter how upset that woman gets at her boss, if she's working, she will never raise a finger. She will never raise a hand against her boss. She will not raise a hand against her pastor. She will not raise a hand against somebody in a place of authority who she thinks is better than her. So she carries that frustration of her life and puts it on any other person who she feels she's better than or she's bigger than. The child is not your problem. You are complaining that a child of 10 stole meat from the pot. I'm sure if you quiz that child, you will see that a few days will go and that child will not eat. Have you taken care of that child properly for you to give that sort of treatment? How dare you give that sort of treatment to another human being that you're supposed to be nurturing? You can see that everybody's mad.
As a child, one of my most traumatic experience was seeing somebody being burnt alive because he stole a bag. And they burnt with the bike. You know what we are doing? We are creating a society that takes laws into their hands, do not value human life. Somebody takes a phone, you put fire on someone's neck and burn the person alive. That is not a sign of someone that understands the value of human life. So we need to go back. What is breeding this level of rage and hate in our society? We need to go back and value human beings. We need to begin to treat ourselves as human beings. We need to care for each other so that we can start to walk back and dial back on this carnage that we see around us.
Because your initial thoughts also, I mean, I've heard from Chompa and BC, but your initial thoughts, because I would always go back to what I always said. Although Nima argues me, and I think she has a superior argument. But sometimes, when you see things like this, you just feel as if due process is just too long sometimes. People like this kind of woman should not even go through any, for me, doesn't have to go through the four walls of the courts. This woman should be totally prosecuted and just totally blown off. That's my own thinking. But because you don't do this to a child, it's wickedness.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, but the truth, we have to tell ourselves the truth, is that in Nigeria, we have a culture of violence and intimidation. It's the way we prove, it's the way we relate with each other. Even parents to children, colleagues at work, your police officers to the citizens, your politicians and your leaders to their people. That culture of, I am bigger than you, and so I can intimidate you. You will do exactly what I want of you to do, however I want of you to do it, and when you fall short or you don't do it, I will make sure, through violence and intimidation, make sure that you do it. And that is why I feel Nima's argument is still superior. Because to do what you're asking is to fall right within this culture of violence and intimidation. If she understood process, if she understood consequences, if she knew that there was the arm of the law at the end of this her action, she would take her time to bring up that child properly, correct him in love, correct him properly, so that she does not get in trouble and harm another child.
We can't control the fact that we will need help in Nigeria, but we have a responsibility to contain ourselves. We have a responsibility to respect ourselves and respect every human being we come in contact with. This lady is doing this to a minor that is 10-year-old. Some people do it to their security men. Yeah. Some people do it to even their own children. So I would say that corporal punishment is wrong. There is no justification for you to raise arms, ammunition, knife, mirror, bottle
biro
against any human being. We must find a way as human beings to relate with and discuss our disagreements and verbally express our anger and verbally explain ourselves to find a legitimate legal solution to every problem.
Okay.
Don't take arms into your hand. Right. If you catch a thief, don't throw tire on the thief's neck.
Yeah.
If somebody is stealing inside your house, don't say you want to do justice by yourself. Let's follow the system.
Right. Okay.